having a good Sunday. I just come to show you some progress on. I got 3 rows here on my grandmother's flower garden. Isn't it pretty? I am doing 10 rows, 10 flowers in a row. I have 3 rows. I told you I had just started putting this together and had the blocks going every which way. Now I'm coming back on it and bringing it out into rows, which just is not a good thing. I should show you it laying on the bed, and I will show you that with it laying on the bed, because this right here ain't working. So I'll be right back. Okay, here we go. This is it on the bed. And what I have is 10 flowers in a row. And it comes down this far. But I have 10 on this row, 10 on this row, and 10 on this row. And I told you I had started just putting flowers everywhere, and I had to come back and bring these rows down. So that's what I'm working on doing now. It's bringing everything in a row. See how they're lined up in a row? Which on the ends here, you can see how it's lined up in a row. And so I got to go in and fill those in. And I did tell you that I found this green material in Australia. Cost me $108 to get 3 yards, but it's worth it. But I'm gonna come back and do a little chatting with y'all and let you know. I'm gonna give you a clip on why this quilt is in ICU. I made a mess of it, but I'm gonna show you a little clip of it. But anyway, that's what we're doing today. We're gonna sit and chat a little bit while I work on some flowers. I'm working on some flowers right now on it, but this is my progress on it. So when I bring those other 3 rows down, that will give me 6 rows on it. So that's what we're doing right now, but I'll be right back. Okay, so I am back, and like I said, I'm making some little flowers here. Making my little flowers. I'm putting the background around them. And I am just sitting here on Father's Day. Hope you all took care of your fathers. This is always pretty hard for me because I no longer have my father, but I have 2 boys that I can call and wish them a happy Father's Day. But I hope everybody's doing fine. It is so hot here. Oh my goodness, it's nothing to do but sleep and do a little stitching. And that's what I'm doing today. I'm just putting this background on these flowers. I have several of them that's already done, but I just like to keep a variety of them, so when I lay them out, I can choose and pick what I want next to what and everything. But that's all I'm doing today. And like I said, I'm gonna show you a clip of how I just really made a mess of my Cathedral window quilt. I never have used my decorative stitches. Probably don't need to start until I really figure out how to do it. So I got almost all of that quilt did before I really paid attention. Don't ask me what I was thinking, because God only knows, because I don't. I mean, it really shows you how much of a rookie you can be sometimes. But don't beat yourself up about it. I am taking my time to pull all that thread out. And you have to take your time, because you don't want to nick your fabric and cut holes in your fabric. So it's very tight too. So I have to take my time and just concentrate on what I'm doing, turn my light on. Don't be doing nothing in the dark. And my grandson calling me. They ain't gonna let me just sit. Yes, boo-boo.
Cookie woke up. She got to sleep.
All right. Yeah, the baby was taking a nap. I guess it's too hot for her today. And there she comes. Gonna knock my camera down. Hey, Missy. How you doing? You come tell people hello. You get your good nap?
No.
No? Well, you look like you were napping pretty good to me. Stop shaking the camera, girl. Stop it. Stop it, little girl. Stop that. Go in there where Bro at. Go in there where Bro. And let Mama talk to these people a little while. That work for you? She normally don't take a nap, but it's so hot. I find myself napping if I don't get up and do something, because it's just too hot to go outside. My car need washing. I think I'm gonna run it through a car wash. I don't think I'm gonna be out there washing it. They said home in Alabama, I could call a service. They got guys there that come pick up your car, detail it, bring it back to you, and the whole nine. And I'm quite sure they probably have some up here where my daughter lives. I just hadn't found any yet, or hadn't asked any. I usually wash it myself, a little exercise. And I try to keep the bugs off of it because I travel a lot. You know, that'll eat up your paint. Yeah, I wanted to tell y'all, stop, little girl. I live in Florence, Alabama. And Florence seems to be making the news, national news here lately a lot. The lady that broke the guy out of jail, that's my hometown. Cookie, no. Get away from here. That's my hometown. And I told my daughter when that came up, I said, that woman is not going to jail. She is going to kill herself. And I've been seeing that woman around there forever, and never would think she would do anything like that. But you don't know what's going on in people's lives, and I just really feel bad for her mother, because she's left her mother now to bear that memory of her. And I really feel bad for her mother. And then I was watching, I don't know if y'all watch Mama June. I watch Mama June. I kind of like Mama June. The other day I was watching her, and she had got on drugs and everything. She called herself straightening herself up, But it seems like to me she a hot mess, but that's just my opinion, But her kids seem to think the same thing. But anyway, she had left her daughter. They had did the Masked Singer. I watched that too. I have certain shows I watch. And her and her daughter, they came famous because her daughter, Honey Boo Boo. And some of you may not know who I'm talking about, but I bet you a lot of you do. But anyway, she had left her daughter after they got through doing the Masked Singer, put her in an Uber, sent her back to her oldest daughter's house by herself. She's 15 years old. I don't think I would ever let my daughter do that at 15. But, who am I? Just a mother, concerned mother. But anyway, she leaves her daughter, get in a Uber, and brings her butt all the way to Florence, my hometown, to say she helping this boy that's in rehab for drugs. Now, I'll tell you a little bit about my little town. They don't play that. If they got people that's on drugs, they want to take care of that themselves. So really, this little boy just conned her. He's 24 years old, young as her daughter. She talking about she in love. That boy done swindled her out of $50,000. I guess if you got it, you got it. But $50,000, I think I could have left that to my children, did something with it, invested it somehow. But, never know what people are thinking. People are lonely, they'll do things. But I'm trying to figure out who this little old boy is, because we know everybody in town. I just hadn't got home to find out who he may be. But they did show a picture of him and her, but they had his face blotted out. They should have, because he know everybody was gonna talk about him around there, taking advantage of that poor woman. And but I said, Florence is trying to come up. We're trying to be national. I mean, we need to be national on some positive stuff, but which we do. We have a big fishing tournament every year down there. It's a big thing. We do a lot of positive things, but it's just people coming trying to make us famous that we don't really need that fame. But it is nice to hear your hometown, especially my little hometown, because don't no action go on. Like when she broke that inmate out of jail, I told me and my daughter was talking. We was like in the shopping center she left the car at. Me and my daughter was talking. We were like, well, it couldn't have been the first of the month, because everybody was seen her and been wondering why she was out there with that man by herself. That big old man, because he big old tall guy. And honey, somebody would have came up and asked her how mama was doing and how you been doing, girl. I ain't seen you in a long time. Just held a conversation. So I said, I don't know how she got out of that parking lot. I ain't figured that out yet. But bless her heart, she was looking for love. And she let that man swindle her. And he ruined her life. And now he's living and she's gone. But I just thought that was so hilarious, because them people are so nosy. And it's crazy because the Cracker Barrel right across the street from that shopping center, and everybody and their mama be over there at that Cracker Barrel, honey. My little town ain't nothing but a little vacation spot, a little retirement spot, and everybody know everybody over there. I don't care if you live up in Green Hill, where you live, up in Huntsville, somebody know you. Know of you. So, like I said, I've been seeing this woman for years. Always been proud of her for the accomplishments she has, made for herself. And, to be a woman with the rank she had in our little town is saying a lot. And that sheriff, I think he been there ever since Moses parted the Red Sea. I don't know why we ain't never voted him. I guess we can't find nobody no better than him. But I'm just telling you how small my little town is. But I love it. I love the close knit community we have. I love when people going through things. Everybody get together and try to do something with them. Here's Cookie. Cookie's coming back, y'all. Watch out. Warning, the camera may crash. She's standing over here by it. Little girl, stop that. You and your dogs go away. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. I told you she gonna stop it, little girl. Yeah, they on there. Yeah, mama on there. Oh, yeah, go away. Go away. Stop crashing my camera, little girl. Stop tilting my camera.
I tell you?
Yeah, I see you. I see my baby. I know you up. My daughter's out of town. She should be coming in today. And I'm babysitting. Babysitting both of them. We ain't even had breakfast, lunch, or dinner because they can't figure out what they want to eat. Let my little grandson call the shots, but he busy playing on his tablet. He ain't worried about eating. Yeah.
Eat a lot.
You ready to eat? Mm-hmm. Eat. Yeah, my baby ready. Eat. Go tell bro you ready to eat. Uh-oh. Oh, sorry about that. She did get my camera off. Warning y'all. I tell you all the time, it's a warning over here on this channel. Got babies and dogs. Somebody gonna run up on their camera. It just never fails. I just want to talk y'all a little bit. I said we're gonna do a little chatting and sewing and whole nine. I hope everybody. I know I got a lot of you guys that's starting your grandmother's flower garden, and I'm so excited. If you're trying to post it on my Facebook page, and you can't get through, let me know. My son may have to go back and fix that. I noticed that it says that I'm only sharing with a small group, so some kind of privacy something may be on it. But, try it. If you have a problem with it, just let me know. Some people are joining and don't seem to have a problem. Some people do. So, like I say, I went on it. But a lot of times when you got something set up on your devices, it don't show you. Maybe I should go to my laptop, which I never think about doing. I'm so dependent on my tablet and my phone because they seem to work better. They're Apple products. They seem to not be so difficult to work than the other device, my laptop. I was thinking about buying another one, but honey, those things are so pricey. And my son don't work for Apple no more, so I don't get that family discount. So, but I'm quite sure he could pull some strings for me. He got some friends still there. I just don't want to put out that kind of money for a tablet, a Mac. I have a Mac, but it's so outdated. I just hope everybody's enjoying their Sunday and made dinner and taking care of the men in your life, the fathers, the sons, giving you grandchildren and the whole nine. I just love calling my boys. It makes me so proud to tell them how proud I am that they're such good fathers, and to see them interact with their babies. That is such a blessing to see that. And so I had to call them all. I could have put some on Facebook, but I'm just a little bit more personal than that. I like to call them sometimes on Sundays just to catch up with them. Because they work and they do. My oldest son works. He works in a steel factory, so he's always up early, tired and hot. And my youngest son works from home. So I had to tell him yesterday he need to push away from that table or something. He getting a little chubby. Like I can talk. But his babies was talking to me, and he was talking to me yesterday. And I enjoyed our time, the visit. We do a video call all the time because he's in Australia. So I talk to him on video a lot. And my oldest son, I had to catch him because he goes to work. He gets up and move around 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning. And I try not to bother him through the week while he's working. But he was celebrating Father's Day today, so I had to call him and talk to him a little bit. But that's all I got to chat about. I told you, oh Lord, you hear the kids screaming. I told you about the Stitch Along marathon that we're having. I'm going to get some information posted on that, and I'll be putting up a link so you guys can come in and chat with me and talk to me. That would be so awesome. I think one of the hostess said we could have like 100 people on. I don't know how that works. I've never did a Zoom. but it will be on Zoom, and there will be a link. And I've met some of the other hostess, and very nice women. And we have one man, his name is Steve, that'll be hosting. I think a lot of them is from like over across that pond in Australia and different countries. But it's, so neat that you can reach out to people in different countries and participate. See the little hand come up? Participate and share your talents. Y'all just ignore the hand. Act like y'all don't see that. Act like y'all do not see that little finger, that little hand there. Yeah, she think that's funny. Yeah. But I'm gonna excuse me. I'm gonna pull off here for a little bit, and I'll come back with you probably a little while longer, if Cookie allows me to, or I'll just upload this and we'll catch up next time. But I'm sure I have some more things I want to show you. I'm not basically trying to show you anything because I've showed you how to connect these blocks. Excuse me, y'all. How to connect them. But, in our next chat, if you want to get a little bit personal with it, a little bit closer on it, let me know, and we will do that. And if it's something that you're looking for, excuse me, I need some water. Something you're looking for or don't understand, leave it in the comments, and I will try to get back to you with that. Answer your questions. I try to answer everybody's question, and maybe if I can't help, excuse me, someone else can on my channel. Most quilters are willing to help. They love, helping, especially new people. I told you I always put a little knot in the middle there to keep my stitches pretty tight. I done got dry. My throat done got dry. But anyway, I will let you all finish up your day. I may come back with some more of this video, but look out for the clip on the, I'm sorry about that, on the gazebo window quilt. And y'all don't judge me. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm just telling you. And here I am talking over my grandson, because he in there screaming because he watching, playing a game on video on the tablet. He don't supposed to be on it. He thinks I done forgot that his hour's up. But what makes him happy? We try to make our grandkids happy. But I will come back to you guys on my out. If you like what you see in here, please hit that subscribe button, like my videos. It helps me out. It helps me out a lot. Helps my channel out. I don't get paid to do anything. I'm doing all this on my own time, my own dime. But if you would please support me, it would be deeply appreciated. I would love it. And it encourages me to keep going. Excuse me, y'all. Dominic! Sorry about that. Now, I told you, we live here, honey. I just hollered through the house. But it does help my channel out. And to support me, give me a thumbs up and the whole nine. Hopefully this video, y'all won't judge me too harshly because of the little ones running around and screaming through the house. But that's my life, and I love it. I love every minute of it. I love the noisy house. And that's why I'm here all the time, because my house too quiet. And Alabama's just too quiet. But Yeah, see, he act like he don't hear me. He forgets that I just got on to him. He's so into that game, so into it. And you know, my kids, when they was growing up, they was outdoors. They was outdoors. They were not in the house playing on no game, tablets. And I think that's what happens to our children now. We tell them like, one more flower. The husky gonna chime in too. Everybody chiming in. Y'all getting it. Y'all getting it all. He got something to say too. Well, don't y'all, like I say, don't judge me too harshly with this video. I'm gonna sign off right now and quieten everybody down, and I may come back. Y'all have a blessed one. All right, I'm back. My daughter's home. Maybe I can chat with y'all a little longer. I came back because someone asked me, when do you take the papers out? It's so easy. These papers, because I done bend them. See, I done bend them so much. They usually easy to pop right out. But sometimes I'll get heavy-handed with the glue and I will have a problem getting them out. But what I do is, so I don't lose track, I have a little wet paper towel or a towel, and I wipe, because, you know, the paper tears up on it. So I wipe that paper and that glue off. But normally, they just pop right out. And I take mine out. I don't use these anymore because they're so cheap. It's so cheap to make them. I don't plan on using them again because I done bent them. I did keep a bunch of them, but then I decided that I didn't want them. But anyway, I take mine out as soon as I get, like this one right here. When I got through with this section here, I would take that one out. When I get through with this one here, I would take it out. Well, I would take these out, excuse me. And then when I got this on, my background, I go ahead and take these out because it's better to handle it when you don't have all that paper, because it'll get annoying to you. Because sometimes I just be lazy and don't take the paper out, you know. You'll do what you know what to do, what works for you, whatever works for you, whatever floats your boat, that's what you do. Little girl, go in there with Mimi. Mimi miss you. Go see Mimi. Get on out of here. But whenever you keep a lot of, like if you keep both of these in and you're working on this, and then you're working on your green. This is a lot of paper in your hand. So for me, I just go ahead and pop them out, and it just keeps you from, from making yourself work so hard. And like me, I guess I got a little arthritis. My hands hurt me sometimes, so I try to do whatever I can do to help my little hands, I ain't got no big old hands, but I do what works. And it don't take you long to pop them out. And this, I just use one of these fingernail files. It's the best thing. It's got a pointed end, but you just be very careful that you don't go through your material. So sometimes I get lazy if I got a seam ripper, but I make sure I dig on that paper. I hook on the paper, not my fabric and what have you. So that's one of my flowers I got done. See how much easier and how much manageable it is. And believe me, I'm not taking my thread out. I'm not taking it out. But even if you use the glue foundation, excuse me, I just got through eating, y'all. Even if you use the glue, these folds are not going anywhere. You can take them. Just don't take these out because you're still working on this. So don't take that out. But these are some I'm going to be putting a background on. These are some I just do randomly. You don't have to really, you just got some, you just make them up. I do those. But this is what I have already did right here. I have these did. And this it looks like a lot, but it's not a lot. It's not a lot, I'm telling you. You're just going to have to keep working and working on it. And, but, if you sit and watch TV like I do, And get your little needle and thread, and you'll be doing it, and you won't even notice how many you get done. And I do me a little bag when my bag get low. I know I got a lot more to do. I just go cut me some more squares and make me some more hexagons. And I just buy my paper from Joann's. They have a sale on it too a lot of times. Or if you want, you can just wait till they have a 50% or 40% off. It'll run you about $2 and some for 50 sheets. And can't remember. I think I said one time how many sheets I get out of that. But let me see. Y'all need to light. But that's what I do. Now this is my next one I'm starting on, and when I just start out, I just line it up. I done showed y'all this 100 times, I think. I ain't gonna say 100 times. They're just scratching the truth a little bit. But I don't make no knots. I don't waste my time making no knots. I hold that end down. I make my knot. When I go back around, I just make what they call a figure 8 knot. I bring this over my needle. Then I bring it this side over. Did you see that? I don't know if you saw that, but I'll do it again. I always do the top like twice. But I bring this, I separate it here. I bring this one over my needle. That's my one string. This is the two, where the two strings meet, and I bring it the opposite direction over my needle. And you don't have to sit and make a knot every time, because if you do, you're going to get bored. You're going to get tired of making knots. Cookie been in here. I hope she didn't get my thimble, because I don't have an extra. Look what my daughter bought me. I need to stop drinking these things. Frappe. Oh, no, there it is. She brought me from McDonald's. I had already went out, me and the kids, and got something to eat. But I'm just gonna keep on making flowers, and I like where I get tired. If I get tired of doing this part of it, I'll go find some floral to add to my centerpieces. Then I get that done, my centerpiece. I get the floral on. Then I start just putting on my background fabric. And then when I get ready to, and when I take when I get through with this, when I get ready to put my background fabric on, I will only have the paper in the outside, on the outside row. And that's what, you just want to make it easier for yourself, more manageable for yourself. You can leave the papers in as long as you want, but after a while, they just start getting in your way. And of course, this paper is not really thick. So once you bend it a couple of times, it starts to pop out. And then you don't want to put a lot of glue on it, because then every time you pop one out, you're going to have to clean the glue off of it to get the paper off of it. So and I use the school glue. Don't hurt none. Don't hurt a thing. Don't hurt a thing. This fabric don't know what kind of glue I'm using. Yeah, but it is machine washable. It's the kids' school glue. As long as it wash out, I don't have a problem. Now, I do have some glue in the pencil. I haven't used that yet. And I haven't used it, so I can't speak upon that. But the school glue, because I'm only just putting a dot on this paper, on my paper, and putting it in the middle. And I showed y'all that, because the other day I was making some of these white hexagons, but I didn't film it. But I've showed y'all how to make those. This is not even an inch. This hexagon is not even an inch. So what I do is I do 2-inch blocks. 2-inch blocks, make sure I have enough seam allowance on it, that I'm not struggling when I'm gonna make sure I got enough of this, the seam allowance. So what I do is I just clip off my 4 corners, make it look like a hexagon. And my 2 daughters coming in, Cookie and my daughter, call my daughters. I'm gonna be blessed to have 2 daughters. I got 2 boys. And my daughter probably glad I'm taking on another daughter because I quit smothering her all the time. She 44 years old and I still smother like she my baby. She is my baby. She always be my baby. And she the only girl, so she gets a lot of attention, a lot of unwanted attention. She used to cry all the time like, why you always let the boys this or let the boys that and you always so hard on me? Well, now that she's grown, she realized why. I just always wanted her to be able to take care of herself. Pull my needle out, my thread out. I seen this one lady put a knot in her thread so it wouldn't slide out, slip out like that. I tried it, but I be pulling. I don't know. It didn't work for me. Like I always tell y'all, some work for me and that may not work for you. You may find a better way to do it than I'm doing it. But it worked for her, and she was just zooming through that material like butter. I get caught up. Maybe I don't put enough pressure on it when I do it. And I have to adjust myself a lot. Because I tell you, I really hurt the side of my hand right here. I keep it torn up from pulling this thread through. And it always laying up on the side of my hand. But you could do this in no time. You can make all the little flowers. You can make all your flowers. You can make so many of your flowers like I'm doing. You can make partial flowers. Come back and redo them. Sometimes I be like, when I get to this point here, I just continue to go ahead and put my background on. You know. Usually, I don't know what I was just making a lot of these because I had them laid out. And I just made a lot of different colors. But usually, I have my floral fabric that I'm going to put around that middle section. I have it laid out, picked out for that certain color that I'm using. But sometimes I just feel like I just want to make the little flowers, you know. And the thing is, when you get through, you may have a stage where you didn't make all flowers. You can do something else, you know. But I'm nowhere near having enough flowers. It looks like I got a lot of them, but I'm still nowhere near having enough flowers. But you know, this is just something you can do. Relax your mind. When I started doing this, I had no clue. I was just flying by the seat of my pants, looking at the videos I could get. And like I told you, when I got ready to connect my flowers, I was like, well, how do you do that? And nobody showed me. And it took me a couple of times to connect them the way I thought. That would have made sense, and it didn't work out like that. Every hexagon you put on here, they got to be face to face when you connect them. You got to do that. I seen this one lady, she called it a flat running stitch, and she don't fold hers down like this. She butt them up together, and she sews across each other like that. And I said I was going to try that, but since I had started this way, I'm going to continue doing it this way. She says she has no problem with it. I don't know if you're familiar with a flat running stitch. One day I may try it, and if it's something worth learning, I will let y'all know. You know, I'll let you know. If something gonna hinder you, I'll let you know that too. But she Well, anything you do, if you keep doing it long enough, like these blocks here. When I first started doing them, I was so nervous. I was just nervous. I didn't want to bite off too much. I didn't wanted to make sure I kept them lined up. Sometimes they get out of line. I just have to pull it back up. I mean, you learn. You learn as you do it, you know. You can learn anything now from YouTube. Somebody got a way to teach you. And you should look at several people because, like I say, sometimes what I do, because half the time I don't know what I'm doing. I be just flying by the seat of my pants. But I be working it out. I mean, it works out for me. I figure it out. The thing is, I like a challenge. So I just keep on until I figure it out and get it right. And once I get it that works for me, then a lot of times I get finished with it, I be like, ooh, girl, you worked yourself doing that. And then I'll see at the end of it or something, well, if you had did it this way, it wouldn't have been so hard. And, you know, that's just a learning. Learn as you go. Learning experience. It's a lady that I look at. She does a lot of hexagon quilts. She's from Australia, and I love her work. And she's got this quilt that I was watching her video today, and I watch her a lot. But she's got this one quilt that she did. I mean, it is a masterpiece. It's got some of the little flowers in it, but then it's got those long hexagons. And she's doing one with don't ask me her name neither. She doing one underground, and she making her little fishes with hexagon. She does a lot. She was using or starting this quilt, the same quilt I'm talking about. That's so pretty. She used the flowers along with the long shaped hexagons and echoing them with other hexagons. Oh, it's just to die for. And I almost asked her how much did she want for it because it's so pretty. But I did ask her what did she have the pattern, or did she know where I could get the pattern? So if she gets the pattern, or tell me where I can get the pattern, and I can get the pattern, I will share that with you guys. And I took some pictures of her quilt, but I need to ask her, is it okay for me to share them before I share them? Because I just took them today, and I hadn't asked her permission to share it. But when I show it to y'all, if she lets me, you're going to be like, wow, that is a masterpiece. And some people don't care to do all this little fussy. But I do. I'm showing it to my daughter. My daughter like odd quilts like that. Hard to make quilts. I say she like them because she ain't making them. But, you know, she enjoys my work. I mean, it's okay if she's not making them. I wish she would. She still got that Mary Poppins fabric in there that she was going to do. She ain't did nothing. The other day, she hand-stitched a pillowcase for the dog's pillow. And I didn't interfere. I let her do it on her own, you know, which I could have took it and put it on the machine and sewed it up there. I don't know. She just don't want to get on the machine or what. But she knows she's welcome to use it. And instead of breaking my thread, I hope you can see that. I'm not good at seeing y'all. I just run my needle down beside where I just did. Make sure I don't come out on the front. It's a cat love to make my dogs go crazy. I don't know why it's the neighbor's cat across the street, but he likes to prance across the yard to get a reaction from my dog. That little Yorkie, he just throws a fit. The cat bigger than he is, but he he let him know he on his porch. So, but instead of breaking my thread, that's what I do. And because you don't want to break your thread so much. If you can prevent breaking your thread, you don't want to. She say, Lou crazy. That kid out there, because he was out there earlier. And the other day, he come up to the door. And that's the first time he's ever did that. He usually just stand off and look at Lou. But I guess he say, you can't get out. You know, and I always think about that when he does that. It's a sermon that the preacher preached one time, and it was this little bitty dog. And every time this Doberman's master would walk him in front of this little dog's house every day, every evening. And this little dog would just go crazy, just have a fit, just running up, hitting the gate and carrying on, just like he was the biggest dog on the block. And one day, he hit that gate, and his owner had forgot to lock the gate. And of course, when he hit that gate, you know what happened? When he looked up, he was standing, that big Doberman was standing over his little old butt. And the sermon is called, Who the Hell Left the Gate Open? You know? Because that Doberman had his way with him. He probably didn't hurt him, but nobody said that he hurt him. But, you know, it's just funny. Because my little dog, he ain't even 4 pounds. My daughter was talking the other day about him. He ain't even 4 pounds. And like I say, he runs my husky. He bosses him. He don't want to hurt him. And he know he better not hurt him. But he's always fussing and carrying on with the dogs in the back. And these people got some big old dogs. And but it's a chain link fence there. They not trying to get at him. They like to run up against the fence. But he lets every dog and cat in this neighborhood know that he the boss over here. And he don't appreciate you coming on his territory. But of course, if the cat, I don't know, he may chase the cat. And of course, you know, if you got dogs, they run in pack. Ziggy would probably, he always run to the gate when he's at them dogs, let them know, hey, I'm out here, don't get crazy and mess with him. But he never messes with any dogs, any other animals. They don't jump on nobody. But I just wonder a lot of times, I be looking at him, I wonder, if I open this door, what would you do with that cat? He probably just gonna go out there and smell him, that's all. But I always tell him, all right, you're gonna be asking who left the gate open. There he come, trotting through here now. He run to the back door to raise hell now. And he's just a little old fussy boy. He got that little man syndrome. And that's what's wrong with him. He got that little man syndrome. Bless his little heart. But I said I was going to come back and talk to y'all a little while. And I hadn't forgot about that clip. I'm kind of embarrassed to show it to y'all. It's so bad. And like I said, I went so far on it. I mean, I was just not thinking. I was talking to my daughter, and I thought because the machine was moving, the material was moving, I thought, well, it's moving itself. But I should have been looking at it. And I was talking to my daughter, and we were laughing and talking, and I shouldn't have been. But I got a job. It's going to take me a few days. I worked on it about 2 days so far and got one side did. And I hadn't picked it up in a couple of days because all I got is my labor to put on it. I don't think I'm going to put anything in those white triangles. I think I'm going to leave them alone. Sometimes, you know, quills say, enough is enough. But it was pretty. It was really pretty, but I don't want to take that chance again. I really don't. Well, you know, I know my little grandson, you know, there calling somebody a stupid idiot. His mama don't hear him. He don't know that I hear him. I have to wash that little boy's mouth out with soap. Now, when I tell him I heard him, he gonna act like he don't know where. He gonna be like a deer in headlights. What are you talking about now? But I'm gonna finish this one. You see, like I told you, I just do I do a little stitch in the middle just to keep my stitches tight, and I do a little, and then I do a little knot on the end. And if I'm on the top of it, I do two knots. If it's where I'm finna join another hexagon, I just do one knot. It ain't going nowhere. My stitches are so close together. But I have took these stitches loose. I don't think you can see them there. They are really, maybe you can see that. They are really close together. And this thread is so thin, but it's a strong thread. Like I said, it's definitely a strong thread. So it will keep the job done. But I just want to come back and show y'all that a little bit. I'm gonna let y'all go and let y'all finish y'all's day. Let me see if I can tilt this without cutting it off. Yeah, there we go. But I just want to let you know that sorry about that. I'm hoping I don't make y'all drunk. I'm just scooting the camera back, so. But I just wanted to come back and let y'all, give y'all a few more minutes of my time and what have you. But once again, I would appreciate it if you hit that thumbs up button, share my videos. It doesn't cost you anything. You guys are watching, and if you're watching, just please help me out with subscribing to my channel. In my next video, I will have all the information on the stitch marathon, and also the link. I got to get with Brenda and see, or get my daughter to sit down. We'll see how that works so I can get it out to you guys. But you all have a blessed day. God bless you and your families. And I will see you next time. And be careful. Stay out that sun. See you next time. Bye-bye. Hello, everyone. I want to show y'all what a mess I did on my quilt. See that? That's a mess. Doing some decorative stitching. And I did the whole quilt almost. This is what it actually supposed to look like. But that still is not, I'm not happy with that. So I gotta take this whole thing out. Look at them little bitty things I gotta take out. It's gonna take me days. But this right here is really showing you my boo-boo. See? It's all over the quilt. And I didn't stop myself. What was I thinking? Now this shows you what kind of, look at that. None of it looks good. On my, when I did it on my test block, it was fine. And I call myself letting it just do itself, just making sure I kept it lined up. But that was not the case. So I am getting real cozy with my seam ripper right now. This is gonna take me days to take out, but I cannot let my quilt go down looking like this, y'all. I gotta take that out. I don't know if I'm gonna do the decorative stitch, take the chance to do it again, or just go leave it alone. I don't know. I'll make up my mind by the time I get it out, because it's gonna take me a while to get it out. Anyway, I just want you guys to see I'm not perfect neither. Look at that. I even gathered up my made pleats in there. Didn't pay any attention. I don't know what I was on. But anyway, you make mistakes like that, you know. So don't beat yourself up. Like I say, you always learn from your mistakes. You know. But anyway, I'm gonna get the picking. Get the picking. And it's crazy because I came all the way to here. So I only had like this much a quilt to finish. from this spot to here. And I would have kept going if I hadn't run out of bobbin, I guess. But anyway, lesson learned. Like I say, you learn from your mistakes. But I'm going to get it picked out and then I'll decide. I just want to put something there. So I'll decide what I'm going to do. This little girl just busted in my room anytime. Look, what you complaining about? All right. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Good job, Cook.